Good afternoon. Please remain standing for the invocation, the national anthem, and the Virgin Islands March.
Good afternoon, everybody. Please bow your heads and close your eyes for prayer. Dear God, we thank you for this exciting day. We thank you for the opportunity to be here, celebrating this moment, the University of the Virgin Islands 2022 graduation ceremony. Please bless us, the graduates, our families, well-wishers, and the UVI staff as well. Dear God, you know we have worked long and we have worked hard, and now finally we have made it. We thank you for helping us, the graduates, to reach this milestone today. I pray that you help us to achieve all our goals and dreams despite what obstacles may come our way and despite what anybody thinks. We know we will succeed because we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Please hear these words, I pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
It is my honor to present the President of the University of the Virgin Islands, Dr. David Hall, who will preside over today's ceremony.
You may be seated. Good afternoon. It is with great excitement, joy, and respect that I welcome you to the 58th commencement ceremony in the 60th anniversary year of the University of the Virgin Islands. This is a sacred moment, and we thank each of you for being present. And thus, by the power vested in me, I hereby officially declare that the commencement ceremony for the resilient, ambitious, unbreakable class of 2022 can now begin. This gathering is so special that so many special people have joined us today, and I would like to recognize and honor them. We have present the Honorable Albert Bryan, Jr., Governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Honorable Tregenza A. Roach, Esquire, Lieutenant Governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Honorable Novell Francis, Senate Vice President of the 34th Legislature, and we would ask all other senators who are present to please stand as well. Though not present, we recognize Honorable Stacy Plaskett, Virgin Islands Delegate to Congress, who couldn't be with us due to congressional commitments. Orrin Roebuck, Vice Chair, UVI Board of Trustees, and we ask other board members present to please stand. And while they are standing, I would ask that you join me in thanking them for making it possible for more individuals to attend this graduation ceremony. Our keynote speaker, who I will introduce shortly, Dr. Robert Franklin, Jr. Our honorary doctorate recipient, Ms. Justa Encarnacion, Commissioner of Health. Dr. Camille McHale, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, and other cabinet members present, please stand. There are various student speakers who are on the platform. Karun Reynolds, who provided the invocation. Rex Kazaban, third, who will be the class speaker. Shari Lewis, who will provide the benediction. And Dr. Conrad Spencer, our marshal, who you have already heard from. Our academic deans are critical to the students having achieved their degrees, and they will be participating in this ceremony. I would like to recognize them all at once and have you applaud all of them as they stand. Dr. Usman Adamu, Dean of the School of Agriculture, Dr. Kendra Harris, Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Karen Brown, Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Kimberly Ingerman, Dean, College of Liberal Arts and Social Science, Dr. Beverly Lansquaw, Dean of the School of Nursing, Dr. Michelle Peterson, Dean of the College of Science and Math. Please give all of them a round of applause. Because we have a PhD recipient today, we also have present the leader of that program, Dr. James Matarala, Director for the PhD program in Creative Leadership. At UVI, our shared governance leaders are critical to this university functioning in a collaborative and transparent manner. I would like to read off the names of those leaders and their constituents and ask them to stand. In regards to the faculty, Dr. Stuart Ketchum, who is the leader of the faculty, and I would ask him and all faculty members who are present to please stand. Thank you. Dr. Maria Fleming, UVI Staff Council Chair, and I would ask her and all staff council members to please stand and be recognized. Our UVI Senate is led by Dr. Stanley Leteski. I don't believe he is present, but any members of the UVI Senate who may be present, please stand. Student leadership is critical because this is where we produce the future governors, lieutenant governors, and other leaders. And we have our Student Government Association President, Ms. Akila Hodge, and other members of the SGA present, and we want to recognize them. Each year, we try to recognize those who are celebrating their 50th reunion. This year, they are participating with us virtually, but I would like to recognize the College of the Virgin Islands class of 1972 who are celebrating their 50th anniversary. You will be in that same category in the future. And for me personally, I could not stand here and do all of the things that I am required to do without having someone in my life who is a friend, supporter, lover, companion, and all of the things you need, Dr. Marilyn Braithwaite Hall. Our graduates are so thankful to be able to welcome and applaud their parents, guardians, family members, friends, well-wishers, and hanger-ons. But they all need to be recognized. So I would ask all of the relatives and friends and supporters of our graduates to please stand so they can clap for you. Thank you for your support of them. They would not have made it without you. And of course, our most special guest of all, the resilient, ambitious, unbreakable members who are of the class of 2022. Welcome. There is a song that was released many years ago that I first heard in college that never left me and is applicable this day. It was a song by the Edwin Hawkins Singers entitled, "Oh Happy Day." I know most of you are too young to remember it, but it was a joyous song. This is truly a happy day. It is a happy day for this university, for after 2 years of virtual commencement ceremonies, we are back together again. It is a happy day for the parents, friends, and supporters of our graduates because you get to witness them walk across the stage in live and living color. Of course, it is a happy day for you, our graduates. You have earned a degree under some of the most challenging of circumstances. You have done what no other UVI class has done, which is complete the final 2 years and 2 months of your academic journey during a pandemic that required you to study, learn, and excel in circumstances like you never encountered before. You, as your name says, are resilient. because you made it here despite the obstacles. You are resilient because you transformed the obstacles in the process. You are ambitious because you knew intuitively that if you wanted something great for your life in the future, you had to obtain something great in your life today. And this day, you have done just that. As it is written, if you are faithful over a few things, you will become ruler over many. So you know that being ambitious is important, but you know that being ambitious is not being pushy. It is not settling for something less than what you deserve. Your presence here today means that you are unbreakable. Unbreakable doesn't mean that you don't have broken places. It just means that you are not broken. So this is a happy day. This class of 2022 is special for other reasons as well. And one of them is that you are making history for UVI. The 32nd legislature, due in part to the advocacy of Senator Violet, passed a bill that provided funding for the university to launch a Master's of Art in Social Work degree, which was signed into law by the then Governor Kenneth Mapp. Over these last 2 days, on St. Thomas yesterday and primarily on St. Croix today, the first 6 graduates of this program will receive their degree. The void that the local government identified is now being filled, and the families of the Virgin Islands in need will be better served in the future. This is what happens when a university and government work together to change this territory for the better. Your class is also special because on the Albert A. Sheen campus, I have been informed by the Alumni Giving Office that your giving rate in your departure from this university is 71%. Thank you for that generous gift. I won't mention what the rate was on St. Thomas, but yours is much higher. And we are thankful, and we pray that you continue it. In conclusion, we have managed to survive the COVID pandemic, but none of us have done this alone. This health challenge has demonstrated how valuable and indispensable it is to have health providers who are committed to saving lives and addressing public health challenges. Because we need to be thankful for those who have helped to lead us through this challenge, the administration and the board agreed that for the 2022 commencement ceremonies, we should provide honorary degrees to those Virgin Islanders on the national and local level who were beacons of insights and reservoirs of service for all of us and for so many others. In recognition of our collective fight against COVID, yesterday we presented an honorary degree to Dr. Marcella Nunez-Smith, and today to Commissioner of Health, Justa Encarnacion. And though this battle is not over, we are all safer because of their leadership and service, and they are standing in for so many other healthcare workers and leaders who did the same. So class of 2022, this is a happy day, and you should be happy, not just because you made it to this point, but because of who you are. And you are all right, you got it. These words are not a tagline or a marketing ploy. It is your description of yourself. Remember these words when the world or those in your life try to tell you something different. Know that regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what you face in the future or may be facing right now, you are resilient, ambitious, and unbreakable. Congratulations. At commencement, it is important for the university to identify an individual to deliver the commencement address who exemplifies the values which we want our students to embrace. We want a keynote speaker who has lived a life and contributed to life in a very special way. We want someone who will take this task seriously, do their homework, and provide insightful remarks that our graduates and their families will remember. Our keynote speaker for today has all of these qualities and many more. Dr. Robert Michael Franklin, Jr. is the James T. and Berta R. Laney Professor in Moral Leadership at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. He is a senior advisor to the president of Emory University. He is President Emeritus of Morehouse College, where he served as the 10th president of the nation's largest private four-year liberal arts college for men from 2007 through 2012. Dr. Franklin is an outstanding scholar, having authored 4 books: Moral Leadership, Integrity, Courage, and Imagination, Crisis in the Village, Restoring Hope in African American Communities, Another Day's Journey, Black Churches Confronting the American Crisis, and Liberating Visions, Human Fulfillment and Social Justice in African American Thought. He also penned the foreword to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. famous letter from the Birmingham jail, which was reprinted in 2012. Dr. Franklin worked with 3 U.S. presidents on various initiatives: President Clinton's One America, President Bush Faith-Based Advisory Committee, and President Obama's My Brother's Keeper. This year, he has become a UVI scholar, speaker, president, and friend in residence. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you today Dr. Robert Franklin, Jr.
To Vice Chair Roebuck, to the trustees, to my friend President David Hall and Dr. Marilyn Braithwaite Hall, to Provost McHale, and to this extraordinary and talented faculty, to the dedicated staff and alumni, students, donors, family, and friends, and to this amazing class of 2022. We salute you today. I stand before you as one who has a keen interest in something we call moral leadership. Moral leaders are people like Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, people like Mandela, Malala Yousafzai, and Greta Thunberg. I'm interested in such leaders because I think all societies need leaders of integrity, courage, and imagination to lead societies through difficult times. Moral leaders above all, and I invite you to think about people who have done this in your life. Moral leaders are people who invite us to become better versions of ourselves. Who did that for you? Well, that may sound a bit abstract, but I will tell you that when I first observed moral leadership in action, I was 8 years old. My grandmother was a woman who had migrated to the broad-shouldered city of Chicago. Next door to her house, she had a garden, and she worked that garden. She planted and harvested onions and tomatoes and corn and all these wonderful fresh fruits and vegetables. As an 8-year-old, I worked in that garden, pulling weeds and pulling rocks and helping my grandmother. Every week, Grandma would take some of that fresh food and prepare a great feast. Some of you know what that's like when it happens in your extended family. Everybody showed up just in time for the feast. Her friends were always there. We called them the church ladies. They were members of the St. Paul Home Mission Board. They wore starched white dresses and nurses' caps. Before they went off to church, they would come and eat. But then my grandmother, mother of 6 boys, had two of her sons lived in our household. And, well, they weren't so much in the church. In fact, their friends would show up also to eat. And we called them the winos. The brothers usually were a little inebriated when they arrived. And sitting there as an 8-year-old, I saw the first achievement of moral leaders, people who invite us to become better versions of ourselves. That table, that feast, was more inclusive and welcoming than even the churches and mosques, temples and synagogues I had observed over the course of my life. Inclusivity, belonging, welcome. Then there was something else that was extraordinary about this woman, and I saw it emerge one day after one of those feasts. This was 1960s, turbulent era, south side of Chicago, some of the largest street gangs in America, and 2 groups of tough, muscle-bound boys had gathered right in front of Grandma's house. They were arguing about something, I think it was over a girl, but they began to escalate that argument. Clearly, gang war was about to happen. Out of nowhere, my grandmother, who was in the kitchen, ran through the house, down the stairs, into the street, and placed herself between these 2 groups of muscle-bound young brothers. And in that moment, I could feel tension in the air. I also thought, Grandma, what are you doing? You're about to ruin my reputation in the streets. But she began to talk to them, moral leadership. She said, I know some of you boys. When your families were sick, I fed some of your families from that little garden right there. I have 6 sons of my own, and I know what it means to receive a phone call. Your child, your son has been shot. I received that call one night. My son, serving in the U.S. Army in Italy, was shot. But he returned. And I'm telling you, there's not going to be a fight here today, and no mother is going to receive that phone call. It was extraordinary. Those young men looked at my grandmother. They looked at each other, sizing each other up. They looked back at her angrily. They looked at their own mates. And finally, with Grandma standing there with her hands on her hips, those boys stood down, began to back away, shaking their heads, certain to fight another day, but not that day and not in that place, because of the presence of one moral leader. I was an 8-year-old. I could see in the distance all throughout our block, other families were huddling inside the safety of their homes, behind curtains, observing the drama in the street. But Grandma was in the street. She placed her body between them. And so I celebrate moral leadership today. As we sit today beside the blue Caribbean calm, beneath the sunny skies and whispering palm, we say, hail to thee, dear alma mater. You know that word alma mater is Latin for nurturing mother. But we gather here aware that this university community, as our president has said, has been through some difficult times, times that called for moral leadership. Our hope today is that all of you will depart, and some of you will go on to pursue other degrees. We hope you all will get jobs. We hope you will fall in love. We hope you will find the people who will be your best friends through life. We hope you'll be successful in all you do. But I want to add to the list today, I hope you'll consider being a moral leader. Not just a person of character and decency who tells the truth and keeps your promises. Yes, you should do that at least. But I'm suggesting you can be a moral leader, one who invites others to become better versions of themselves, one who speaks truth to power, one who stands up for the least advantaged members of the community. You must do this now because we are in a world that is amidst war. We are engaged in the reckoning that we should have been doing way back when Christopher Columbus stumbled into the Caribbean. And we are engaged in overcoming slowly a global pandemic that has touched all of our households. So, 3 final pieces of advice for moral leaders in the making. Number 1, by Ernest Hemingway. He wrote a little book, well, it's not so little, a thick book, A Farewell to Arms. And in it, he wrote this amazing quote. I think you'll like it. Life breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong in the broken places. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong at the broken places. Who are the broken people today? I would submit all of us in some measure or another. If we could survey this audience and we could interview each of you one-on-one, each of you would have a story of how life has broken or tried to break you. In this room now, under this great tent, there are disappointments, hurts and harms, despair and depression, troubles and tears, sacrifices and betrayals, wounded bodies and fearful hearts. Yes, that pain is here because life breaks all of us. No one makes it through life unbroken or uncrushed. But look at the wisdom of Hemingway's words. He offers a grace note, doesn't he? Life breaks everyone, but afterward, many are strong in the broken places. In other words, as you continue to endure, as you continue to overcome, afterwards, newfound strength will and can emerge out of the broken places in your life. There are these grace notes, these glimmers of light, like a rose shooting up through the concrete in a sidewalk. And so how appropriate it is at this moment of commencement that this university celebrates public health leaders who, amidst the storms and adversities of the pandemic, stood their ground, amidst political interference and vaccine skepticism. These leaders also spoke truth to power, and they did everything they could to save lives. And so today I celebrate Dr. Justa Encarnacion and Dr. Nunez Smith for their lives of sacrifice and service as moral leaders. Let us celebrate them once again. But I must add a personal memory here, because after Hurricanes Irma and Marie, I recall that President David Hall and Dr. Marilyn Braithwaite Hall came to Atlanta to tell your story and to raise money. There was a packed house of Atlanta residents listening with amazement to how they had to take shelter in the president's house during this storm as it was literally dismantling the house. And then the halls pivoted from their own immediate crisis to help others, faculty and staff and students and community members who were in need. I would submit to you, David and Marilyn are moral leaders who are showing all of us how to become better versions of ourselves, and we should honor and celebrate them as well. Recently, Governor Bryan, I celebrate his leadership as he reminds us that every year in March, VI History Month, we should use that time to celebrate the resilient spirit of our ancestors and continue to push forward in building on their many hard-fought achievements. Thank you, Governor Bryant. And that's exactly what one of your own fellow students did last year. Miss UVI Jakima Fleming was crowned Miss National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame, and she's the third UVI queen to earn that coveted honor. Rather than basking in her own glory and focusing on her hard work and achievement, listen to what she said, and I quote, "I hope that I have inspired my student peers to remain resilient and rooted in the legacy of those before us. Despite adversities, I am proud to say that UVI, with its culture of student care and support, made this happen," end quote. And so today is a testament to your sacrifice and hard work and maybe some brokenness that is obvious or known only to you. You can go forth with the strengths that you have acquired to do anything you wish. And if you fail, well, remember, and this is the second piece of advice, there was Hemingway's words about brokenness. The second from a poet, Samuel Beckett. Beckett wrote this in 1969, "Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail again, fail better." 12 simple words. And notice the couplets there. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better. You have what it takes to fail better. And boy, do we need you all to try again. Because my generation has tried, and we have failed to eradicate hatred. Look at the ridiculous racism and sexism and fear of the LGBTQ community, fear of other religious traditions. All of that is still with us, despite our efforts to strive to fail and fail better. But we need you now to step up and lead us forward in a better way. My grandmother knew something about being broken, but she used the brokenness, she used the empathy as a way of protecting her community and caring for it. My grandmother knew something about failure. In fact, she knew about a system that was designed to produce her failure. And yet, Grandma kept on working. She kept on trying. She tried again. She failed again. She failed better. And because of those grandmas and abuelas and all of you who are here, you have made the sacrifices necessary to build a stronger UVI. You have failed better. Finally, there's another bit of advice I pass along to you, moral leaders. You've got Hemingway, life breaks everyone, and afterward, as the wind blows through, afterward, many are strong in the broken places. And then Beckett, ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better. And then the third piece of advice. Every graduate should get your phone out and download this song. You don't have to do it now, but after the ceremony. There's a song called Pick Myself Up by Peter Tosh. Some of you know that. I see the smile. Some of you know Peter Tosh, that brilliant social critic and reggae artist. He was a best friend and a bandmate to Bob Marley. But he wrote this wonderful song, and every time I hear Pick Myself Up, Dr. Hall, I imagine that I'm lounging over here at Rainbow Beach. Uh-oh. And I can hear Peter Tosh singing, sitting in the morning sun and watching all the birds passing by. And oh, how sweet they sing, and oh, how much I wish I could fly. But I sit here and I realize I'm wasting my time. So I got to pick myself up, dust myself off, and start all over again. Friends, that is the advice I leave to you as emerging moral leaders, people who will invite us and inspire us and push us and hold us accountable for becoming better versions of ourselves. Take Hemingway and Beckett and Tosh with you today. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong in the broken places. Ever tried, ever failed? No matter. Try again, fail again, fail better, and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. Class of 2022, remember the words of Rabbi Hillel, that the world is equally balanced between good and evil, and your next act will tip the scale. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Franklin, for those inspiring words. Honorary degrees are bestowed upon individuals by universities as a way to recognize the outstanding accomplishments of those whom the institution admires and desires their students to emulate. Today, we will bestow this honor upon two individuals whose contributions in their lifetimes have demonstrated how to live as outstanding citizens of the world. I would ask Vice Chair Orrin Roebuck to bring forward our first honorary degree recipient, Dr. Robert Franklin. Dr. Robert Franklin, Jr., preeminent scholar of theology and moral thought, riveting speaker, consummate leader of educational institutions, advisor to U.S. presidents, and a reservoir of hope. Dr. Franklin graduated Phi Beta Kappa from Morehouse in 1975 with a degree in political science and religion, and earned an MDiv at Harvard Divinity School in 1978. Dr. Franklin continued his education at the University of Chicago, earning a PhD in ethics and society and religion and social sciences. He also undertook international study at the University of Durham in the UK as a Merrill Scholar and English-speaking Union Scholar. His major fields of study included social ethics, psychology, and African American religion. He is a board member of the Center for Disease Control Foundation and the Princeton Theological Seminary. Active in a range of organizations, Dr. Franklin has served on the board of the Human Rights Campaign, the Atlanta Falcons Community Advisory Board, the National Advisory Board of the Salvation Army, the CNN Dialogue Advisory Committee, and NASA's 100-year Starship Project Advisory Board. He also served on the board of the Joint Center for Political and Economic Studies, Public Broadcasting of Atlanta, and Atlanta's Interfaith Broadcasting. In 2019, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottom of Atlanta invited him to serve on the Mayor's Task Force for the Promotion of Public Trust. He is the recipient of numerous honorary degrees, though the one he receives today will be his most cherished. Therefore, we are proud to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privilege, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. In recognition of this degree, Vice Chair Roebuck will vest you with a hood, and I will present you with a diploma from the University of the Virgin Islands. We are honored to have you counted among our graduates. Congratulations. I now ask Vice Chair Orrin Roebuck to bring forward our second honorary degree recipient, the Honorable Justa Encarnacion. Exemplary public health leader, caring professional, and a source of wisdom and hope in the midst of a pandemic. Justa E. Encarnacion, affectionately known as Tita, is no stranger to the U.S. Virgin Islands nor to healthcare. A St. Croix native, Commissioner Encarnacion began her career in healthcare at the Charles Harwood Memorial Hospital as a volunteer in the nursing education department at the mere age of 14, not 4. This experience set the stage for her career as a healthcare professional. She currently serves as Commissioner for the Virgin Islands Department of Health and Chief Public Health Officer. During her time at Charles Harwood Memorial Hospital, her interest in pediatric nursing blossomed. She continued her career in Cleveland, Ohio at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. She received her Associates of Science in Nursing from the College of the Virgin Islands. She completed her Bachelor's of Science in Nursing at Barry University and received her Master's of Business Administration in Healthcare Management from the University of Phoenix. Commissioner Encarnacion is a pediatric nurse by trade. She has over 30 years of experience in healthcare, with 15 years of experience leading staff in inpatient and outpatient settings. Commissioner Encarnacion has served in a number of capacities in both the private and public sectors, leading a number of projects. She was the first health service supervisor and assisted with opening the first health center on this very campus of the University of the Virgin Islands. On January 22, 2019, Encarnacion was appointed by Governor Albert Bryan Jr. as the Commissioner nominee for the Virgin Islands Department of Health and sworn into that position June 16th in the same year. In March 2020, she was designated as the incident commander to lead the mission to protect the U.S. Virgin Islands public health during the COVID-19 pandemic. During these challenging times, the Department of Health, under her caring and thoughtful leadership, has been a beacon of hope for individuals and institutions struggling to understand and protect themselves from this deadly virus. Through making information, testing, and vaccines accessible to the public, and quickly developing a travel portal, her efforts have made a tremendous difference in the incident rates in the territory and saved countless lives in the process. The university has consistently relied on Commissioner Encarnacion and her staff for guidance in developing policies to keep our students and employees safe. The university sees the department, because of her leadership, as a partner in combating something that has changed our lives. And Commissioner Encarnacion is the core of that life-saving partnership. Therefore, we are proud to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. In recognition of this degree, Vice Chair Roebuck will vest you with a hood, and I will present you with the diploma from the University of the Virgin Islands. And we are honored to have you count it again among our graduates. Congratulations. We will now have a musical selection from the UVI Concert Band under the direction of Eric Willey. Thank you for that beautiful selection. It is always special to be chosen by your class to speak for them, and you have chosen Mr. Rex Casaban to be your class speaker. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium.
Thank you, President Hall, for the introduction. Good evening, everyone. Before I commence my speech, I'd like to extend my gratitude to my fellow graduates for allowing me the honor of being class speaker for this outstanding student body. I'd also like to thank the university and all parties involved in making the first in-person commencement possible since 2019. I know it wasn't easy, but we are here, live and in the flesh. I was a little on the wire about speaking today. It's not something I'm particularly comfortable with doing, but someone very close to me reminded me that if you're comfortable, then you're not growing. So here goes. You're going to hear a recurring theme in my speech. It's imperative but straightforward all the same. Keep moving forward. I couldn't have asked for a better foundation than what UVI has provided for me. The past 4 years have shown me that I can always find my way out of a tough spot, even in the bleakest of moments. I speak for all of us when I say we've gone through some of the most challenging college experiences, from the uprising of the pandemic to the adoption of virtual learning. There's been no shortage of adversity, but nevertheless, we have triumphed. How? Because my fellow graduates did not buckle and yield to the ferocity of this world. Because we too are ferocious and relentless in all of our endeavors to keep moving forward. I would not be here today, center stage, ready to grip my diploma like the last piece of Ducana on Good Friday, if it wasn't for my amazing family. Now that word, family, extends farther than some might think. From my blood family, the ones who've been there since the very beginning, praying for me, seeing me push through the late nights and overcome seemingly impossible odds. To my family over at the RT Park, who served not only as a fantastic work environment, but as my home away from home. Without my family, I would not be the successful and ambitious young man I have become. I attribute all of my success to you. Something that made my time spent at UVI more precious was a chance to reconnect with people and meet new people. It's one thing to have companions to relieve the stress of college with, but it's another to have friends that help boost and sharpen each other's wits, like diamonds clashing against each other. Although some of us went our separate ways, as the years passed, I have no doubt our paths will cross again. While studying at UVI, I formed countless memories and bonds with classmates and professors alike. Moments like the little race Professor Thibodeau and I would have to our respective offices at the RT Park on the way back from class. Him on foot and I in my Turbo Genesis. I'm sure you know who would usually win. I'll never forget the few minutes before class starts when my classmates and I would attempt to copy Professor Boumediene's impeccable French accent. Or when we thought Calculus 1 and 2 would be the end of us. Oh, let's not forget my most personal challenge of all this semester, the 4-hour-long cybersecurity examination certification that I decided to take that would ultimately determine if I'd be standing here today. In fact, it was so bad that after failing the first 2 practice exams, my older brother came to me and said, "It's okay, you can always change your major." My mother, on the other hand, kept proclaiming to me, "Not to worry, my son, you'll pass well above the required score." Things were looking dim, but guess what? They forgot one little thing about me. Through every bout I face, I keep improving. I am here and I am proud. So many of us have faced similar challenges, and there will be many more for us to overcome. But I am not worried, because we are the resilient ambitious, and unbreakable class of 2022. Each of us here today has made a series of decisions that have led us to this very moment. We forged our own path forward through sheer will and determination, and we will continue to do so. I know there isn't an ordeal we cannot overcome or a fight we cannot win. Class of 2022, let me leave you with this. We have all reached the end of our college careers. For some of us, it's just a checkpoint. Nevertheless, there are many different paths laid out before us that we can take. Going through our heads right now is probably something along the lines of, where do I go from here? What should I do next? Well, my fellow graduates, that decision is entirely up to you. Make your decision unbiased and unshackled by anyone else's views but your own. No one knows the struggles you had to go through to get here. Not better than yourself. Therefore, no one but you can choose what comes next. So take this small word of advice from me. No matter what, even if you are told the path you have chosen is the wrong one, keep moving forward until your goals are achieved, until even after they have been achieved. Being right is not only defined by society's meaning of the word. I say that being right is believing strongly in yourself. So show me your motivation. Forge our own destinies forward, our own paths, and only ever look back to see how far we've come. Congratulations, we did it.
I'd be proud of my brother, too. Thank you for those very thoughtful remarks, and we appreciate that. As I said in the beginning, there are special individuals who are present and wanted to be here, but they wanted to do more than just be here. They wanted to share some remarks with you. So the following individuals will come and share remarks in the following order. Our Vice Chair of the UVI Board of Trustees, Orrin Roebuck. She will be followed by the Vice President of the Senate, Novell Francis, and he will be followed by the Honorable Albert Bryan, Governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands, in that order. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all, and a very special good afternoon to the resilient, ambitious, and unbreakable class of 2022. On behalf of the University of Virgin Islands Board of Trustees, it is indeed my pleasure to welcome you all. And with great pride, I extend congratulations to our graduates and to all those who contributed to your academic success. As we witness the awarding of these academic degrees today, there are many to whom we give thanks for their unwavering commitment and support to the University of the Virgin Islands. The Honorable Senate President Donna Fret Gregory and the Vice President Novell Francis and the legislative branch of the Virgin Islands government. We thank you all for keeping UVI a priority throughout the budget planning process and whenever you are forming key legislative policy. A very special thank you is extended to Governor Albert Bryan Jr., Lieutenant Governor Tregenza Roach, and the executive branch of the government for your tireless commitment to maintain the health and economic strength of the United States Virgin Islands. Governor Bryan, your commitment to higher education and to this institution is greatly appreciated. Your actions demonstrate that you recognize UVI as key to the restoration, the economic development, and the sustainable growth of the United States Virgin Islands. Thank you, President David Hall, for your vision, your advocacy, and your leadership to ensure that our institution remains resilient throughout extremely challenging times. Over the past 2 years, the challenge of the COVID-19 global pandemic emerged, but you kept us focused, you kept us united, and you anchored our success. Thank you, Dr. Hall. The board also acknowledges and expresses our immense gratitude to our faculty and staff, many whom remained on campus throughout the pandemic. You have given tirelessly of yourselves to ensure our mission to these students' successes is preserved. We say thank you very much. I want to express heartfelt gratitude to our honorary degree recipient, Mysora, Justa Encarnacion, whom has worked tirelessly to educate and engage the Virgin Islands community while leading the Virgin Islands health strategy to manage and mitigate the risk throughout the COVID-19 global pandemic. As I call her Tita, is also recognized for her years of outstanding community service to the Virgin Islands, particularly in the health field. It is so appropriate and fitting that she is recognized today during National Nurses Week. Tita, you have broken the barrier for nurses by holding and excelling in the highest post of the healthcare profession within the Virgin Islands. You are an inspiration and a gift to us all. A very special thank you is extended to the parents, spouse, families, friends of the class of 2022. I extend a special note of thanks and congratulations because it's your sacrifices, your support, and your repeated encouragement that has helped make today's graduation possible. The Board of Trustees is keenly aware that many of our graduates are employed, full-time or part-time, while they maintain their households, support their children. Some are still recovering from the impact of 2 Category 5 hurricanes, all while we struggle to remain safe during a global pandemic. And yet, with resilience, with ambitious, and being unbreakable, you continued your studies at UVI. Class of 2022, know that there is no limit to your resilience, determination, and your capacity for greatness. So just be great. There is no storm you cannot weather. There is no ailment you cannot fight. There's no pothole you can't navigate around. No limit to your dreams and ambitions you hold. There is no barrier. You are unbreakable. There is simply no limit to your greatness. So just be great. I congratulate you, the resilient, ambitious, and unbreakable class of 2022.
Good afternoon, Honorable Governor Albert Bryan Jr., Honorable Lieutenant Governor Tregenza Roach, President Hall, honorees, graduating class of 2022, friends, family, and well-wishers. It is an honor to be here with you at the University of the Virgin Islands for its first in-person commencement since 2019. Graduates, you have made it to the finish line. Congratulations. And that deserves more than just a pat on the back. Give yourself a hand. Come on, you deserve a hand. I'm honored today to bring greetings and congratulations on the behalf of the Senate President, Donna Fred Gregory, and members of the 34th Legislature of the Virgin Islands. And I'm joined today by Senator Genevieve Whitaker, our secretary, Senator Kenneth Gittins, Senator Samuel Carrion, Senator Javon James Sr., Senator Franklin Johnson, and Senator Kurt VLA. Class of 2022, we are so proud of you. Of course you do. These past 2 years have been filled with unknowns, but you have stayed the course. Today is the culmination of perseverance, life changes, and adjustments. This class has withstood 2 Category 5 hurricanes and a world and life-changing pandemic. Your resilience and commitment to your education and community is no surprise. Your education here in the University of the Virgin Islands has fostered you in an agile mindset, innovation, and creativity. In fact, your very presence here today is proof that you are more than capable of navigating whatever the world throws at you. As I was thinking about what I will say today, I thought about the past 2 years where we have collectively been forced to reassess what is important to us. The isolation of the pandemic forced us to sit with ourselves. In some ways, the pandemic gave us a gift of time. Time needed to self-reflect and decide who and what is important. Health is important. Family is important. Human connection is important. I say human connection because our lives are more than just what we see on social media. Our collective resiliency is not built on self. It is built on community and the connections that we nurture and build every single day. I urge you to work for and with our community. Together, we can surpass our challenges to accomplish the greater opportunities. Graduates, you have received a stellar education from an exemplary college, from an exemplary university. A University of the Virgin Islands education complemented by an agile mindset, innovation, and creativity is a solid foundation for you to take your rightful place in this society. I close by congratulating the university's honorary degree recipients, of course, Dr. Robert Franklin Jr., Dr. Marcel Nunez-Smith, and of course, our very own Department of Health Commissioner, Husta Encarnacion. A round of applause for those again. These 3 honorees have more in common than this honorary accolade. They also have a foundation of a solid education supported by the agility required to traverse the professional landscape. Graduates, you are each capable of doing the same thing. Be a catalyst for a positive change, and most importantly, be deliberate about paying it forward in your community. On behalf of the Senate President, Donna Fred Gregory, and all the members of the 34th Legislature of the Virgin Islands, again, congratulations. God bless all of you.
Good afternoon. I'm not used to entering without theme music, so forgive me. Good afternoon, President Hall, Lieutenant Governor Roach, senators, and friends, family, good afternoon, class. I hate to say protocol established, you know. Yesterday when I went up to give my remarks, I said, and I hate doing the same speech twice. Y'all need something original, right? Yeah. So yesterday when I went up to give my speech, I said, you know, I was so happy to see everybody because this is the first time we're in person in 2 years, right? Isn't that great? But then the chair was so hard I was wishing I was on my couch home. So Dr. Hall gave me a soft chair today. Y'all check it out. I got a couple, you know, I know it's hot, so I only got couple of things to say to you today. You know, there was this kid, and he was in the car with his parents, and there was a lot of traffic. Backed up for miles, and finally they got to what was causing the traffic jam. They got up to the front, and the kid was like, "What's going on?" He's 5 years old. He said, "Man, the there's a trailer that was coming and it's stuck under the bridge. They couldn't get the trailer out, so they were letting the one side pass and the other side pass. He was like, what are you doing about it? He said, we flew in a guy from Harvard, one from Yale, one from MIT, engineers. Everybody is trying to figure out how to get the trailer dislodged from the bridge. But nobody could figure it out. And the little 5-year-old looks at it, he said, let the air out the tires. I say that to you because you've been indoctrinated and educated, but you now belong to the 17% of Virgin Islanders that actually have an advanced degree. And your job is not to assimilate. Your job is not to fit in. Mr. Kazaman was right there. I think I just morphed his lesson, what he was going to say. Make yourself uncomfortable. Don't agree with what's going on. When they tell you, you know, we just always do it this way. Tell them that's why the Virgin Islands in the mess that it is. There's nobody who has done anything great that wasn't laughed at. You know, they used to laugh at me. Look, you know, he gonna be governor. They're not laughing now. They laughed at the Wright brothers. They were like, can you imagine flying? Please. They'll never fly. You'll never get a plane that heavy up into the air. Impossible. An iron ship? Who would have think? You know, we used to watch TV when we were small. You see the Jetsons, they go, bing, the food ready. We used to be like, that'll never happen. People talking on the watch, never happen. Everything that's remarkable in this life started with a crazy man or woman. Be the crazy man or woman. There's one thing for sure is that if we keep doing the same things the same way, we will get the same result. Embrace change. We've been through a global pandemic and people can't wait to get back to what they were before. Why? It wasn't that great, trust me. It wasn't that great. We have been transforming our lives and your generation has been doing incredible things that have been changing the world and allowing us to communicate differently, speak differently, do everything at such a faster pace that it's amazing. Embrace it. I was with some old people, you know me, one of them. Young. And they were talking about how, oh, these kids are never going to get anywhere. They text in, they don't even know how to spell TTUIL, LOL, nobody know what it's saying. They're going to be failures. And I looked at them and I said, you don't get it, do you? They said, no, why? What do you mean? I said, we're the ones that's going to be eliminated, not them. That is the new language. So don't assimilate. You are there to lead. Make yourself uncomfortable. Say the right thing and be that moral leader that Dr. Franklin just talked about. Step up and do something bold and different that's going to make us better and shift that balance the other way. Last thing, when I was small, I used to hang out with my grandmother a lot. Any of y'all hang out with your grandma? Hang out with your older people. They're way smarter than the younger people, right? No, it's called wisdom, right? You can't buy wisdom. All the education y'all just got, wisdom is something different. You see, wisdom allows you to see the future because you know the past, and the past always repeats itself. So everything that you see now happened already. No, we never used to cook our food in 2 minutes before. We had to heat our food up in the oven. And it used to burn up, because it used to take 40 minutes to do. And by 40 minutes, you're doing something else. You would just see the smoke coming from your house and be like, "My Johnny cake burning." But my grandmother sat me down and she said, you know, boy, I was about 6. She said, you ever listen to the trushy? I said, listen to the trushy? She said, yeah, the trushies are just like people. And I said, how so? She said, ever listen to them? She said, listen, what are they saying? Sour, sweet, sour, sweet. And I said, Grandma, well, why are they saying that? He said the trushy them was saying sour. Them is the one eating the fruit. And the one that was saying sweet, they're asking them if they're sweet. And they say, nah, it's sour. Because they don't want the other trushy them come. But we got some trushy in this community. And they want you to go to sleep. And yesterday, my message to you was, stay woke. To your counterparts in St. Thomas. Stay woke? You guys say no. Unless I was sleeping. Stay woke? Stay woke.
Stay woke. There are people trying to tell us that there's nothing here in the Virgin Islands, that there's no opportunity, that there's nothing going on, that we're not growing. Yet, we can't find a piece of land to buy or a house underneath $1 million. The planes won't stop coming every single day, new faces popping up with new businesses, but then they're telling us that we should go to the States, to Atlanta, and go to the mall. Stay woke. Make sure that you're listening to the news and not TikTok. You got to know to where what's going on and what's happening, because I sat down with a group of young people the other day and they said, I told them about all these different things that are going on. They said, I don't know anything about that. I said, yeah, I ain't on TikTok. It's not on Facebook either. You got to start to listen to what's going on in your community and what's happening. You see, the 60s was a great time in the Virgin Islands. In the 70s, we were only about 30,000 people in the Virgin Islands, and in 10 years, we tripled our population. Tripled. We went from 30,000 to 100,000. And all kinds of things happened. Events happened, or Alumni happened, watches happened, tourism happened. People came from the Eastern Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, Las Vegas, everywhere. And they came here and they built lives. And that's the Virgin Islands we see today. We're on the tip of that iceberg again. We're in a place where our community is going to start to grow in such a way that you can't imagine. People are going to come here from everywhere because there's opportunity. But you here already. And your job, as we charge you to go to the university, just like my lieutenant governor made sure that no matter what, students could go to the university for free, because it's cheaper to educate you than to keep you in a damn jail next door. So now, my leaders. When I was in business school, Dr. Kabuka, right here in this university, asked us, what you gonna do with your degree? And every one of us talked about the job we were gonna get. Your job is to create jobs for Virgin Islanders. Because if we are the bosses and the owners, we don't have to depend on people from other places to hire us. Because I know you from school, I know your daughter, I know everybody. And as I was sitting here, I'm saying, seize your opportunity. Don't listen to the trushy them. Last thing, I am so honored and happy up here to be up here to see my commissioner get her doctorate. Isn't she amazing? She's amazing. Let me tell you, not only did she sent me a leadership evaluation for her early on, which made me think about the growth, because she was doing it on herself of all the other commissioners. So we instituted a program to create growth for them and leadership opportunity because of Justa Encarnacion. But bigger than that, Justa Commissioner Encarnacion knows when to lead, she knows when to follow, she's courageous, she's honest. She would call me up and every single day. If you see me on TV, Governor, your mask. And you would never believe it, me and her to have ding-dong fight about COVID for 2 years. Every morning we go back, she disagree, she call me back after the call, she disagree. But when we march forward, one voice. Sometimes she win, sometimes I win. I think she'll win more than me, but the point is, in order to lead, you also need to know how to follow and to know that you don't know everything and that together, we all are stronger. Thank you. God bless you. Congratulations, class.
Thanks to all of those who came forward and provided more words of wisdom. You will be flying when you leave here based on all that you have heard so far. We will have another selection, musical selection from the concert choir. And after they finish, Provost McHale will come forward and the moment that you have been waiting on will begin.
resilient, ambitious, unbreakable class of 2020. Are you ready? All right. Mr. President, the formal conferring of degrees is an ancient custom filled with dignity and majesty, and ours is no different. And it is in that spirit that I ask the audience, upon hearing the name of your relative, friend called, to hold your celebrations to a minimum so that the names of all students can be heard. I will also ask you to remain in your seats as there will be no picture taking on the floor. Professional photographs were already taken of requested graduates. I want to thank you in advance for your understanding and cooperation on behalf of our students, faculty, and the administration.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Creative Leadership for Innovation and Change. Candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Creative Leadership for Innovation and Change, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the PhD Council, I am pleased to present to you the candidate for the University of the Virgin Islands for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Creative Leadership for Innovation and Change.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Government of the Virgin Islands and the Board of Trustees of the University of the Virgin Islands, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Creative Leadership for Innovation and Change, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Graduate for the Doctor of Philosophy in Creative Leadership for Innovation and Change, please proceed to the stage to be hooded by Dr. Madarala and receive your diploma.
Diana P. Osborne, PhD in Creative Leadership for Innovation and Change. Dissertation title, A Historical Examination of Former Public School Elementary Principals' Perceptions of Literacy, Instructional Leadership.
Congratulations, graduate. Please be seated. Mr. President, the candidates for the Master of Business Administration, Master of Accounting, Master of Arts Educational Leadership, Master of Arts Leadership, Master of Arts School Counseling, Master of Public Administration, Master of Arts in Psychology, and Master in Social Work will be presented by the deans of the respective schools and colleges. Dr. Kendra Harris, School of Business, Dr. Karen Brown, School of Education, and Dr. Kimmery Engerman, College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Master of Business Administration and Master of Accounting degrees. Candidates for the Master of Business Administration and Master of Accounting degrees, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the School of Business, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the University of the Virgin Islands for the Master of Business Administration and Master of Accounting degrees.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Master of Arts School Counseling, Master of Arts Educational Leadership, and Master of Arts Leadership degrees. Candidates for the Master of Arts School Counseling, Master of Arts Educational Leadership, and Master of Arts Leadership degrees, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the School of Education, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the University of the Virgin Islands for the Master of Arts School Counseling, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts Educational Leadership, and Master of Arts Leadership degrees.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Master of Public Administration, Master of Arts in Psychology, and Master of Social Work degrees. Candidates for the Master of Public Administration, Master of Arts in Psychology, and Master of Social Work degrees, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the University of the Virgin Islands for the Master of Public Administration, Master of Arts in Psychology, and Master of Social Work degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the government of the Virgin Islands, the Board of Trustees of the University of the Virgin Islands, I hereby confer upon you en masse the Master of Business Administration, Master of Accounting, Masters of Arts Educational Leadership, Master of Arts Leadership, the Master of Arts in School Counseling, the Master of Public Administration, the Master of Arts in Psychology, and the Masters of Art in Social Work, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Graduates for the degrees Master of Business Administration, Master of Accounting, Master of Arts Educational Leadership, Master of Arts Leadership, Master of Arts School Counseling, Master of Public Administration, Master of Arts in Psychology, and Master of Social Work, please proceed to the stage to receive your diploma.
Samuel Solomon Joseph, Master of Arts, Business Administration. Ivor Kadeem Joseph, Master of Arts, Business Administration. Kevin I. Maynard, Master of Arts, Business Administration. Deborah Muto, Master of Arts, Business Administration. Valder C. Ostry, Master of Arts, Education Leadership. Karen I. Chancellor, Master of Arts, Education Leadership. Tatiana L. Hewitt, Master of Arts, Education Leadership. Elisa D. McGregor, Master of Arts, Education Leadership. Yana N. Ostry, Master of Arts, Leadership. Marian A. Batiste, Master of Arts, School Counseling and Guidance. Tawana P. Abraham, Master of Arts, School Counseling and Guidance. Wanda E. Rosario, Master of Arts, Psychology. Deja Abigail Dubois, Master of Arts, Psychology. Sherry Marine Buchanan, Master of Arts, Public Administration. Tiwana C. Carrion Augustine, Master of Arts, Public Administration. Fiona Colleen Doname Alexander, Master of Social Work. Amanda A. Beach, Master of Social Work. Alicia Alexis George, Master of Social Work. Addison Deshawn Griffin, Master of Social Work. Lashante Shang, Master of Social Work.
Graduates, please be seated. Mr. President, the candidates for the baccalaureate and associate degrees from 5 of our 6 schools and colleges of the university will be presented by the respective deans of the schools and colleges. Dr. Kendra Harris, School of Business, Dr. Karen Brown, School of Education, Dr. Kimmery Engerman, College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Beverly Lansequo, School of Nursing, and Dr. Michelle Peterson, College of Science and Mathematics.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, and associate degrees from the School of Business. Candidates, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the School of Business, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the University of the Virgin Islands for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting, Business Administration and Management, Bachelor of Business Administration degree in Accounting, Hospitality and Tourism Management, Information Systems and Technology, Management and Marketing, and the Associate of Arts degree in Computer Information Systems. Candidates of the School of Business, please be seated.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Associate of Arts degrees from the School of Education. Candidates, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the School of Education, I am pleased to present to you these candidates of the University of the Virgin Islands for the Bachelor of Arts and Associate of Arts degrees in Elementary Education and Inclusive Early Childhood Education. Candidates of the School of Education, please be seated.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Associate of Applied Science degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Candidates, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, I present to you the candidates of the University of the Virgin Islands for the Bachelor of Science degree in Psychology, Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication, Criminal Justice, English, Psychology, Social Sciences, and Social Work, and the Associate of Applied Science degree in Criminal Justice. Candidates of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, please be seated.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree from the School of Nursing. Candidates, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the School of Nursing, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the University of the Virgin Islands for the Bachelor of Science degree in Nursing. Candidates of the School of Nursing, please be seated.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and the Associate of Applied Science degrees from the College of Science and Mathematics. Candidates, please rise. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the College of Science and Mathematics, I present to you the candidates of the University of the Virgin Islands for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Biology and the Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Mathematics, Biology, Chemistry, Computer Science, Mathematics, and Physics, and the Associate of Applied Science in Process Technology. Candidates of the College of Science and Mathematics, please be seated.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate and associate degrees please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the government of the Virgin Islands and the Board of Trustees of the University of the Virgin Islands, I hereby confer upon you, en masse, the Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting, Business Administration, Management, Elementary Education, Inclusive Early Childhood Education, Criminal Justice, Psychology, Social Science, Social Work, and Biology. The Bachelor's of Business Administration degree in Accounting, Hospitality and Tourism Management, Management, Marketing, and Information Systems and Technology. The Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Mathematics, Biology, Computer Science, Chemistry, Mathematics, Physics, and Nursing. The Associates of Art degree in Computer Information Systems, Inclusive Early Childhood Education, and the Associates of Applied Science degree in Criminal Justice and Process Technology, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Graduates of the School of Business, please rise and proceed to the stage to receive your diploma.
Velma Michelle Edwards, Bachelor of Arts, Accounting. Abigail Joseph, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing. Janisha Laurie Janelle Naomi Joseph, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing, summa cum laude. Talia R. Frederick Otley, Bachelor of Business Administration, Hospitality and Tourism Management, cum laude. Shania K. Gregory Hackett, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, cum laude. Shania P. Hanley, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Finance. Angela Lorraine Matthews, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management. Mioskati C. Moto, Bachelor of Arts, Management. Nadia Paul, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management, cum laude. Linda T. Fredrickson, Bachelor of Arts, Accounting, cum laude. Tara Sarah, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management. Shauna Sophia Peter, Bachelor of Business Administration, Information System and Technology. Shanice A. Wilson, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management.
Graduates of the School of Business, please be seated.
Graduates of the School of Education, please rise and proceed to the stage to receive your diploma.
Iranda T. Garib, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, concentration in English and Social Sciences, minor in Psychology, summa cum laude. Dionerca Poche Ferreras, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, concentration in Spanish. Kemia D. Nisbet, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, concentration English. Lakeisha S. Richards, Associate of Arts, Inclusive Early Childhood Education. Greta Welch Williams, Associate of Arts, Inclusive Early Childhood Education. Eleni Zeni Thompson, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, Concentration English.
I love when graduates of the School of Education, please be seated.
Graduates of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, please rise and proceed to the stage to receive your diploma.
Talia K.C. James, Bachelor of Science, Psychology, cum laude. Alessandra C. Banuelos, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. Khadija K. O'Neill, Bachelor of Science, Psychology, cum laude. Azriel A. Williams, Bachelor of Science, Psychology, magna cum laude. Gretlin Janet Joseph, Bachelor of Arts, Communication, cum laude. Chanel Joseph, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, magna cum laude. Adilem E. Montas, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Devon Anthony Porter, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Basima Safi Youssef, Bachelor of Arts, English, magna cum laude. Madeline A. Youssef, Bachelor of Arts, English, concentration, creative writing, magna cum laude. Karen S. Reynolds, Bachelor of Arts, Communication, cum laude. Shari N. Lewis, Bachelor of Arts, Communication, magna cum laude.
Graduates of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, please be seated.
Graduates of the School of Nursing, please rise and proceed to the stage to receive your diploma.
Khadija N. Baltimore, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Kiara Shakira Christopher, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Nicole A. Crossman, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Javier E. Farrell, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, minor in Psychology. Onika T. Gustav, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Tiana K. Hewitt, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Jessie Ray Hendrickson, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, cum laude. Kiana S. Hughes, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Chastity L. Jarvis, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Regina E. Lang, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Janaya J. M. Roberts, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Tatiana Saldana, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Kayla K. Smith, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Ajua N. Webster, Bachelor of Science, Nursing.
Graduates of the School of Nursing, please be seated.
Graduates of the College of Science and Mathematics, please rise and proceed to the stage to receive your diploma.
Asil A. Abdelghani, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Concentration, Cybersecurity, magna cum laude. Amaya A. Nicole Serret, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Concentration, Cybersecurity, cum laude. Janaya Aishamba Brooks, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Naomi C. Douglas, Bachelor of Science, Biology, summa cum laude. Michaela E. Peterson, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Concentration, Computational Biology. Rex Casabon III, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Concentration, Cybersecurity, magna cum laude. Nafisha King, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Man A. Youssef, Bachelor of Science, Applied Mathematics, magna cum laude. Shania Joseph, Bachelor of Arts, Biology. Imhotep R. Charles, Bachelor of Arts, Biology. Donald R. K. Lewis, Associate of Applied Science, Process Technology. Jamoy R. Eristi, Associate of Applied Science, Process Technology. Michael Anthony Nestor, Associate of Applied Science, Process Technology.
Graduates of the College of Science and Mathematics, please be seated.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate and associate's degrees please rise? Now, graduates, please move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your motorboard. Congratulations. Please be seated. It is my obligation and duty to give you a charge as the last act from the President to each of you. I charge you, as our keynote speaker indicated, that you go out and be moral leaders, that you inspire yourself and others to be better than what you are. We charge you to be bold, courageous, and creative representatives of the University of the Virgin Islands. You are the best evidence that we are getting it right. Whatever you do, good or bad, in part will be attributable to us. And whatever we do as an institution will be attributable to you. So as a collective family, we both have an obligation to always do our best. I charge you to be happy. This is a happy day, but you should have a happy life, regardless of what comes your way, regardless of the circumstances that you face. Find that peace and joy within that will allow you to survive those challenges. And I charge you to remember us. Remember your alma mater. Remember that this was a place that helped contribute to you going down the path of success. We were not perfect doing your journey here, but we tried to assist you in chasing and obtaining your dreams. And as you give back to us, we can be better in helping others. We are so proud of each one of you, and we know that you will go out in the world and make us proud. Congratulations. We will now have a brief ceremony because one of our graduates will receive the U.S. Army Oath of Office. And we would ask those who are participating in that to please come forward at this time.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies.
Against all enemies.
Foreign and domestic.
Foreign and domestic.
That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, and please serve the people of this nation well. When When I asked you to turn your tassels, I was not just asking you to engage in a ritual. I was, in essence, asking you to move from being a candidate for graduating to being an alumni of this university. You came in as a student, but you will leave as part of a very broad and glorious alumni association. Because of that, we will ask the Vice President of Institutional Advancement, Michelle Neves, to come to the podium and to officially induct you into the university's Alumni Association.
Good afternoon, UVI family. I bring you greetings on behalf of the 10,000 plus and growing alumni of the University of the Virgin Islands. First off, the class, 70% giving is quite impressive. Thank you for supporting the university. Thank you for answering the call of our alumni office, Sophia, Christine. And most of all, I love the philanthropy cords that you all are wearing. Thank you for wearing them. The resilient, ambitious, and unbreakable class of 2020, please stand. 2022, please stand. I've been doing this too long. You are now officially recognized as alumni of the University of the Virgin Islands. Your lifelong connection to this special university should continue through your active participation in the UVI Alumni Association. On behalf of all of our alumni, I welcome you to this prestigious body, which is essential to your future growth and to the university's continued quest for greatness. Now I invite all of our alumni in the audience, on the platform, and viewing virtually to join me in honoring the graduates as we welcome them as alumni of the University of the Virgin Islands. Congratulations on your achievement. Please be seated.
We are just about finished, but before standing to sing the alma mater and having our benediction by one of our students, there are a number of individuals who I'd like to thank for helping to make this possible. First of all, the commencement committee on this campus, led by Ms. Narita Washington and so many other dedicated people. I would ask them to stand so you can help me in thanking them for this well-organized commencement ceremony. And under Ms. Washington's leadership, we have physical plant and security, who both worked extremely hard to make all of this happen. They constructed this tent that you are under, but they also worked hard to make sure all of these grounds were prepared for you. Please thank them as well. The President's office plays a critical role in a lot of other events related to the commencement ceremony, but also for events that happened prior. So join me in thanking Ms. Una Dyer, Jessica Laplace, and Jessica Taylor for their hard work in regards to this event. The Department of Health has been an amazing partner for and with the university during this challenging period, and they have been an amazing partner with us in preparing for this commencement ceremony and making sure that all of us were as safe as possible. So we want to thank the Department of Health Thanks to our music department for all of the wonderful selections and music that they have provided, and under the leadership of Dion Parson, the chair of the Department of Music. We are so proud of what they're doing and where they're headed. You received your degree and not somebody else's degree when you walked across the stage, because our Access and Enrollment Services Office has played a tremendous role in making sure that you met all of your requirements, but also making sure that your degrees were ready when you came up here and in order. And I want to thank the Access Enrollment Services and especially the Registrar's Office for their leadership in this regard. Our public relations under the department, under the direction of Tamika Williams, I don't see her, but they are always outstanding in making sure people know about what we are doing. I am always amazed at the number of employees and students who agree to serve as volunteers for these events, and they were even out in a larger force today. So please help me in thanking all of our volunteers. Our commencement speaker, Dr. Franklin, had to leave earlier in order to get a flight back to the mainland that he had to take. But we were so inspired by his remarks and his presence here, and he certainly gave us words, all of us, to live by. But all of our platform guests and dignitaries who spoke and those who did not really gave of themselves to be here and to celebrate with you. They have been here, many of them today, they were here yesterday, and it is really a special commitment to have not only our platform guests who have been here through both of these events, but also our senators and other dignitaries who have been here to celebrate with our graduates, and we want to thank them as well. And finally, we really want to thank the parents and relatives and supporters and friends of our graduates. You have been here as well, cheering them on, providing them with the support while they were on this journey, and making this event special for them. They may not say it to you, but this event is much more special because you are here and you are watching them as they go through one of the most joyous experiences in their lives. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting them. So graduates, please join us in singing the alma mater, and we would ask everyone else to rise as we sing the alma mater of the University of the Virgin Islands.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let us remain standing in reverence for the benediction. Our God and eternal Father, in this blessed moment where we have gathered to celebrate this wondrous occasion, we thank you for bringing us to this day of fulfillment. Though the journey was filled with challenges that seemed like mountains before us, they were worth the climb. We ask now for your continued blessing upon us. We understand that there will be more challenges and more will be expected of us. Help us not to approach any challenge with timidity, but empower us to show our potential with boldness. Help us to be confident as we use the knowledge and skills we have attained during our academic journey. May we conduct ourselves in excellence and with integrity. May our achievements grow and be a blessing to our family and community. Grant us wisdom and discernment to make good life choices. Keep the memory of this occasion alive in our hearts as a testimony of your steadfast love. May the strength of God sustain us. May the power of God preserve us. May the hands of God protect us. May the way of God direct us. May the love of God go with us this day and forevermore. Amen.
That was a powerful prayer. We would ask that you remain standing as the processional occurs. The platform guests will go first, and then our students, and we just ask that we will end in an orderly fashion. Thank you.
Thank you.